Good evening, students. Welcome to today's session. I'm Ranjit again, and I'll be handling races and games, further extension of time, speed, and distance. So I hope I'm audible for you. Hello, hello, sweet boys and girls of Bahubali Engineering College. Oh, sorry, College of Engineering. ಹೇಗಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮೂರು ಹಾಸನ? Yeah, Pratik is here. Rakesh is here. Welcome. Surya again. Yeah, lovely boy. Surya is also here. One, welcome, Manishri. Sorry if I gave you a lot of trouble yesterday. I have decided to extend the trouble today also. Fortunately or unfortunately. So, congratulations. You had to suffer me again. So, I'll explain the rules of the class one more time. Good evening, Kritika. Welcome. Um, so the rule is simple. Please talk to me. No matter how you talk to me, how short or long answers you gave me, that is irrelevant. As long as you talk to me, that would be considered as a blessing. So please talk to me when and as and when possible for you. That's it. Only 4-5 log. Okay, only 4-5 people. Sorry if I sometimes switch on to other languages. I'm not supposed to do that. I'll try my best to hold it. तो कल तो हम देख रहे थे कल yesterday we were working on boats and streams, which was element of time, speed, and distance. Today also will continue with the element of time, speed, and distance, and it's the same. It's the same logic that we are going to expand. um, there won't be much differences. There won't be much differences. Oh, all the all cute students are here. Welcome, Rishabh. Welcome, Satyananda. Welcome, Shama. I hope I'm not giving you a lot of trouble taking classes for you. I don't know whether you like my classes or not. Yesterday was a very boring topic. I promise you today the topic won't be that boring as yesterday. It would be much more interesting and you will love to solve problems. I'll make sure you love to solve the problems. I'll give you interesting questions today. Welcome, Manoj. Um, Guys, today is a lengthy session, 2 hour session, and races and games is a small part of. हाँ शरण हाँ आपका रोल नंबर नोटेड यूनिवर्सिटी I'll message the university saying Sharon is present in today's class as if they care. Huh. Nobody cares about your roll numbers, and attendance is not recorded because you drop the roll number in the chat box. Attendance is recorded because you open this portal and you are present in the session. I hope you guys know that. And still, no matter how much I say, the answer is the same, sir. I'll put one more USN number. See, more. Oh God. Okay, I'll also put my USN number. You do you think I can remember USN number from 4PS08 ME061? Yeah, I can remember from 10 years ago. That's my USN from 10 years ago. You know? Can you guess which college, which department? Yeah, of course you can guess which department. So let me show my screen as well. Yeah. You know the theory about those sheeps. If one sheep jumps and the others rest starts following, ऐसे होता है always. So today's topic is races and games. Races and games. Um, but before I start races and games, I would like to like touch a few concepts, other concepts of time, speed, and distance. Just that it will help us to understand races easily. Because among the time, speed, and distance concepts, races are quite difficult to understand. But once you understand it, it's quite stupid. But let me. I hope we've already discussed that velocity is directly proportional to distance. I'm sure all of you would know. And velocity is also proportional to what? Yeah, tell me, what is this? What am I supposed to write here? Okay, that's too much of a. Hmm. Tell me what am I supposed to write here? Velocity is directly proportional to distance, and velocity is also proportional to. Rishabh says 1 by t. Only Rishabh says something, always. The first boy to answer. I'll contact every senior of you from last 2 3 years and ask them to come and beat you up if you don't answer my questions. Boys and girls equally. Those boys and the girls were very cute earlier. Nowadays, you guys struggle to answer. Yeah, Soundarya, thank you. Soundarya says 1 by small t. Big T, small t does not matter as long as it's 1 by t. Any others? I should call your seniors. I will give a call for all of them. Hello, guys. Please don't waste my time from the beginning of the session. For every stupid question I ask here, I would be expecting at least 10 answers here. I mostly I get one or two. Yes, Chandan, inversely proportional to time. Very good. Theme. 10 answers I'll be expecting. Is it too hard to write 1 by t for you? You guys know the answer. I know the answer, but I want you to confirm it. Thank you, Manoj. Prashams. 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 Yes, Satyananda. Yes. Great answer. Yes, it is inversely proportional to time. Velocity is directly proportional to distance, and velocity is inversely proportional to time. I understand that you understand what is directly proportional, what is inversely proportional. Let's consider this. I know you know that if velocity increases, distance traveled also increases. If velocity decreases, distance traveled also decreases. That's the meaning of directly proportional. If one increases, the other also increases. If one decreases, the other one also decreases. That is directly proportional. What is inversely proportional? Again, if velocity increases, time taken decreases. If velocity decreases, time required increases. These are directly, indirectly proportional, all of those direct and indirect proportionalities. Now the question is, um, are these two statements two statements always true? Always true. Option 1, you can just type in 1, yes, no, 2, option 2. Which is your option? Option 1 or option 2? Are these two statements always true, or they are only true in certain situations? Velocity directly proportional to time when acceleration is constant. Directly proportional to time. कभी नहीं मिर्जा, कभी नहीं. Like velocity is never proportional to time. Never. Even if its acceleration is constant, acceleration does not come into picture here, because acceleration is an another order of velocity with respect to time. But if there is velocity, not necessarily. Okay. Today's talks, we are only discussing scalar quantities. I know I'm calling it velocity, 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 but the scalar name of velocity is speed. I'm actually talking about speed. I'm actually talking about speed. Let's since it is quantitative aptitude, let's stick on to the scalar one. I know you guys know the vector quantities. It needs the direction, the magnitude, and let's band all those now techniques. Okay, so a lot of people has given 1 1 1 1 1. So 7 people has answered. They say they're always true. They're always true. Any other answers, guys? Come on, guys. One, two. Likhna bhi mushkil hai. Okay. Now I'll give you an example. I'll take my bicycle. I have a beautiful bicycle. You know, I'm I'm an adventure sports guy. I have a mountain bike. hmm But you can imagine me like I'm Superman today, just for your imagination's sake. I'll take my bicycle and I start riding my bicycle at 50 kilometer per hour speed. 50 kilometer per hour speed. I'll ride my bicycle for 2 hours. I'll ride my bicycle for 2 hours. What's the distance traveled? What's the distance traveled? I know nobody can ride a bicycle at 50 kilometer per hour. Uh, Sometimes at certain points I can. My top speed on a bicycle is 60 kilometer per hour because it's a steep down the hill. 60 65 manage कर लेता हूँ. Okay, Surya says 100 kilometers. I'll ride my bicycle at 50 kilometer per hour and I'll ride for 2 hours. What's the distance traveled? Surya says it is 100 kilometer. 100 kilometer per 2 hour. Right answer, Missa. That is 50 kilometer per hour. Yeah, I just need the distance, so I don't need kilometer per hour. 100 kilometer. So now, according to your concept, velocity is directly proportional to distance traveled. If velocity increases, distance traveled should increase. Now I'll probably eat spinach. Do you guys know Popeye? Popeye the Sailor Man? I have no idea. You guys know that. No, no. I'll increase my speed. I'll increase my speed to 100 kilometer per hour. 100 kilometer per hour. And I'll travel for 1 hour. What's the distance traveled? I'll increase my speed to 100 kilometer per hour and I'll travel for 1 hour. What's the distance traveled? What's the distance traveled? Dun, 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 dun. Surya says 100 again. No matter what question I ask, it should be 100. Okay, other answers? Guys, please answer. कितना रिक्वेस्ट करना है यार? Heartless people. People, such my people. Are you guys human beings who understand the feeling of human being? So again, two people answered are the same people, Surya and Mirza. बहुत बहुत डिफिकल्ट है मिर्जा आपका नाम ठीक से गेस करना कौन सा नाम है उसको why people are calling me at this time I'm busy okay I give up I continue 100 kilometer now the question for you guys is you said if I increase the speed distance traveled increases where kaha where look at this I increased my speed but the distance traveled is still 100 kilometer it did not increase and you said these two statements are always true. That's what you said. Whenever you increase speed, no matter what, distance traveled must and should increase. That's what you told me earlier. But I've given you an example. It's not possible. Now tell me what's the problem with this. Now tell me what is the correct situation is. Hello. With respect to time, it is true. Yeah, with respect to velocity is always with respect to time, right? No matter how we write it. I need a different statement, Surya. Good try though. It is something related to time, of course. Yes, Chandan, very good. Anything either VTD should be constant. Look, velocity is correct. You can't keep all the three as constant because the three are interrelated. You can keep one constant at a time. Yeah, your statement is. I think I understand the English as you need to keep any one of them as constant. Great answer, Chandan. Velocity is directly proportional to distance only if, only when time is kept as constant. If time is not constant, this does not work at all. Trust me, it won't work at all like this. For velocity to be directly proportional to distance, there is one unbreakable condition that time should be kept as constant, or whatever time you give in different situations should be the same. If I traveled earlier for 2 hours, now also I'm traveling for 2 hours, definitely my distance traveled is increased. Definitely my distance traveled is increased. Right? So there is an underlying condition for this scenario to be true. So these are not always true. These are not always true. There's a condition associated with that. Velocity is directly proportional to distance only when time is constant. So you can use these kind of you can use this relationship. You can use this relationship only if this particular condition is satisfying. And velocity is inversely proportional to time. That also there is a condition only if distance is kept as constant. It should be the same distance. For example, you going from your home to college or your hostel to college, every day the distance is same. It won't change. Sir, I'll take different routes. That mostly by humans won't do. Mostly they take same route throughout the year. Every day the distance is same. Okay, but time taken or at which speed you went, it might be varying. Sometimes you might take less time. Sometimes you might take more time. Okay, You need to understand this before attending the questions, and you need to be capable of noticing which is constant for a given question. Which is constant for a given question? Is it time constant or distance constant? Depending upon that, you should be able to understand the dependency of the velocity. Velocity either depends on distance if time is constant, or velocity, or else it will depend upon the time if distance is constant. So keeping that in mind, let's take up a few questions, basic questions. I have no idea whether you have already solved this kind. If you have already solved this kind, please let me know so that I'll head on to the next type. The first question, you know, um, a train traveling traveling at traveling at a constant speed of 75 kilometer per hour, 5 kilometer per hour, covers a distance of 60 kilometers after 1 hour, after 1 hour, due to stoppages. Find find for how many minutes the train stopped. Some says 15 minutes. Good try, Prashants. Only one answer. Good try, Chandan. Good, good. Two answers so far. Look, IDK is the best answer forever. You give me that answer also, I'll consider it. Are you guys that shy? Manoj comes up with 14.99999. Manoj, are you making me crazy? Are you going crazy? What's the reality? Either one of us are crazy. But interesting answer. Da-da-da. This zipper makes a lot of noise. Mhm. Many people gave me an answer. Good. At last, people are talking to me, but no girls in this system only. ನಿಮ್ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಇಲ್ವಪ್ಪ? ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ. ಮಾತಾಡೋ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಅಂತೂ ಸಿಗದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. So sad. Okay, let me try doing this question in my own way. We will see what happens. Now, the train is traveling at a constant speed of 75 kilometer per hour. Now, tell me if the train does not stop anywhere. If the train does not stop anywhere in 1 hour, how much is it capable of traveling? How much is it capable of traveling? How much is it capable of traveling? If it does not stop anywhere, it just keeps moving. It just keeps moving. How much it is supposed to travel? Mirza says 75 kilometer. Asha also says 75 kilometer. Yes, the speed of the train is 75 kilometer per hour. That means it is supposed to travel 75 kilometer in the given 1 hour. So if you don't stop anywhere, it will definitely travel a distance of 75 kilometer. But the problem is in this particular question, did it travel 75 kilometer? No, it did not travel 75 kilometer. It traveled only 60 kilometer. It was not capable of traveling going all the 75 kilometer. It went only 60 kilometer. How much it did not go? How much distance it did not go? How much distance it did not go? If it was capable of going that distance, but it did not go that distance. How much it did not go? It was not able to travel. It was not able to travel 15 kilometers. It was not able to travel 15 kilometers, right? Why? Now the question you need to think, why it was not able to travel 15 kilometers? What made it did not travel 15 kilometers? Of course, the obvious answer that comes up to your mind is, sir, because the train stopped in between. Okay, now the next question you need to think about it. If train stops, what happens? If train stops, why it is not traveling 15 kilometer? The reason is, look, for train to travel every 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer or 15 kilometer, it needs a certain time. Even when it's going at 75 kilometer per hour, it needs certain time to travel. Whatever time required to travel 15 kilometers, let's say whether it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that does not matter. Whatever time required by the train to travel 15 kilometers, that time it has utilized as time to stop. Time to stop. If you need 10 minutes to travel 15 kilometers, it has utilized that 10 minutes. Instead of traveling, it has utilized that 10 minutes for stopping the train. Stopping the train. Now, all you need to find out is what's the time taken by the train to travel this 15 kilometers. What is the time taken by the train to travel this 15 kilometers? You know, V is equal to D by T. That means T is equal to D by V. T is equal to D by V. Now, we want to find time taken by train to travel 15 kilometers. Train is moving at what speed? If train moves, it moves at what speed? D is equal to 15. D is equal to 15. What is V? My question. Train is moving at what speed? Hello, hello, hello. Train is moving at what speed? क्वेश्चन पढ़ना चाहिए हाँ पढ़ लो वाह, इतना सोचना है सिंपल क्वेश्चन के लिए forget your answer, don't get biased of your answer, just answer my questions, then you will understand something or the other. Train is moving at what speed? Yes, Surya, at last one person saved my life. Surya says the answer is the speed of the train is 75 kilometer per hour. It should travel a distance of 15 kilometers. It is not actually traveling in this case. Whatever time required to travel this 15 kilometers, it is using it as stop time. So 15 divided by 75 is one fifth, one fifth of an hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 by 5 times of 60 minutes. 1 by 5 times of 60 minutes is t is equal to 12 minutes. T is equal to 12 minutes. For every 12 minutes, train is capable of traveling 15 kilometers. Train is capable of traveling 15 kilometers. So in this case, what happens is train wasted this 12 minutes. Train wasted this 12 minutes, and hence it was not able to travel 15 kilometers, and hence it was not able to travel 15 kilometers. This entire question you can do it in one step. The difference is 15. The speed of the train is 75. So 15 by 75 is one fifth of an hour. One fifth of an hour is 12 minutes. I did all this hangama just to make you understand what's happening. Just to make you understand what's happening. Just to make you understand what's happening. I hope you understood. Please let me know whether you understood or not. Should I give you one more question similar? I will give you one more question similar because it's a very important concept. A bus traveling traveling at 90 kilometer per hour speed could only travel could only travel yeah. Tell me, if you are road junkies, if you are like always on the highway, these calculations are very very important to plan your trip. Do you go on road trips? Do you have a bike or a car? Do you fly on the roads? Correctly answer this question. Prashams came up with 12.5 minutes. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That means you did not understand the previous question. It's just D by V. It is just D by V. It is just D by V. Only Prashams answered. And Wrong answer. I think I should sleep. Prashant answered again. It's a different answer. He had to answer one more time with one more answer. Let's see. ಮೂರಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ. The others are struggling to find the answer. It's that difficult the question is. Asha says 8 minutes. Now my first question. How many kilometers the bus was not able to travel? What part of the journey the bus wasted the time? For how many kilometers it could have traveled? For how many kilometers the bus wasted the time? Answer that question. We will see the rest. How Mirza? How 20 kilometers, Mirza? I can't say 20 kilometers. In 1 hour, the bus is capable of traveling. Okay, if it does not stop anywhere, in 1 hour, the bus is capable of traveling 90 kilometers. But how much did it actually travel? It traveled only 75 kilometers. So it wasted time that was required to travel 15 kilometers. Okay, 15. At what speed the train is traveling? We need to find the time. Time is equal to distance by velocity. At what speed the train is traveling? At what speed the train is traveling? 15 kilometers, right? At what speed the train is traveling? Congratulations, Manoj. At last, some right answer. At what speed the train is traveling? At what speed the train is traveling? Come on, guys. Why are you wasting this much of time? What is the speed of the bus? Sorry, not the train. Bus. Okay. I made mistake. At, thank you, Rohini. Somebody new. Rohini, VJ. At 90 kilometer per hour speed. So 15 by 90 is 1/6 of an hour. And 1/6 of an hour is 10 minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes. If you divide 60 by 6, it will become 10 minutes. That's all the answer is. Is this very hard? Okay, I don't know. If this is very hard, I don't think we'll be able to. Okay, I'll ask you one last question of this type. Races will be much more difficult if you will not be able to understand this. Um, okay, I'll twist it a bit, but this time even the twist you should understand properly and tell me the answer. Huh. A train, a train traveling, a train traveling at 80 kilometer per hour speed. 80 kilometer per hour speed covers reaches a destination. Reaches a destination 120 kilometers away. 120 kilometers away after 2 hours, 2.5 hours due to stoppages. So, what is the total time the train stopped? The train stopped during the journey. The journey. This is actually, in fact, most of the real case scenarios. This is how it happens. Whenever a train is moving, it mostly moves at 80 kilometer per hour, 90 kilometer per hour. Sometimes even moves at 100 kilometer per hour. But it takes a lot of time to reach the destination. This is like mostly like Mandya Mysore situation. No, not Mandya, Bangalore Mysore situation. Ba, 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 ba. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ ಹೊರಡಲಿರುವ ಚಾಮುಂಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್‌ಪ್ರೆಸ್ 2.5 ಗಂಟೆ ನಂತರ ಮೈಸೂರು ತಲುಪುತ್ತೆ. Going at 80 kilometer per hour speed. For how much time did it actually stop? Like if the train moves without stopping anywhere, if the train move without stopping anywhere, in 2.5 hours, how much in 2.5 hours, how much is it capable of traveling? Think about that first. Very good, Asha. Very good, Asha. Nice answer. At least one correct answer this time. It's better than no answers. Okay, Prashamsa says 24 minutes, Manoj says 50 minutes, Chandan says 80 minutes, Asha says 60 minutes. Who was right? My first question, answer my first question. If the train does not stop anywhere, how much it is supposed to cover in the given time? Exactly, Chandan. It is supposed to travel a distance of 200 kilometers in 2.5 hours. It is traveling at 80 kilometer per hour speed. Good, Satyananda. It is traveling at 80 kilometer per hour speed. 1 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 80 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್, 2.5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 80 plus 80 plus 40, 200 kilometers it is supposed to travel. Did it travel 200 kilometer? No, it did not travel 200 kilometer. It only traveled 120 kilometer. How much it was not able to travel? How much it was not? How many kilometers it was not able to travel? I give you a very simple question. How much it did not travel? It traveled only 120. It was it was capable of traveling 200, but it did not travel this 80 kilometer. Why it did not travel this 80 kilometer? Whatever time required to travel this 80 kilometer, it utilized that time to stop the train. Now let's find out what's the time required to travel 80 kilometer. T is equal to d by v. Distance is 80. What's the speed of the train? 80. 80 by 80 is 1 hour. 1 hour. That's all. 1 hour means 60 minutes. Is this very complicated, guys? Look, after third question also, only one correct answer I got. That's very, very dangerous for me. I'm not satisfied. Did you understand? I'm repeating you the question. I'm begging you, please answer. Did you understand? One if you understood, zero if you have not understood. You know the codes. Is it clear? Surya 1, Mirza 1. Only two people answered. Prashams 1. I'll do one thing. Rushabh 1, Prajwal 1. Where is other Rushabh? Sanaki? Okay, I'll quickly put up one more question. Give me answer properly. A train traveling at 60 km per hour reaches a destination. Give me answer quickly if you have understood. Okay, Rohini 1, Asha 1, 1, 2, 3. Wow, Chandra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people answered. Chandan has some answer. He says 30 minutes. Neha also says 30 minutes. Let's see what's the actual answer. Only two people gave me the answer. 8 people said they understood. 2 people have some answer. Who will give the right answer? I don't know what is the right answer. I still don't know what is the right answer. It's very simple, right? It's just one step. If you are traveling at 60 km per hour, in 3 hours, you are supposed to travel. Think about that. How much you did not travel? You traveled only 150. How much you did not travel? Think about that also. Hmm. To travel whatever that untraveled part is there, what is the time required for that? Because that particular time, if the train has utilized in traveling itself, it would have covered 180 kilometers for sure. But it did not use the time to just run. It used some part of the time to stop also. What's that part? 30 minutes. Very good. The answer is 30 by 60. That's half an hour. Half an hour is 30 minutes. Very good. Whoever understood, understood. Moving on to the next concept. Yo, it took a lot of time. Please talk to me quickly. We can move on quickly. Now I'll be talking about a concept called as V is inversely proportional to time when only when distance is constant. Okay. Before heading on to the next concept, I would also make sure you understand. Now, I have an elephant. I have an elephant and a lion. I have an elephant and a lion. I say the weight ratio between elephant and a lion is 3 is to 10. I won't say respectively. I just say the weight ratio between an elephant and a lion is 3 is to 10. Am I right or wrong? Can I say this? Use your common sense. Don't go mathematically. Sir, question is given like that. That's why it is like this. Use your common sense. I have an elephant weight ratio. I'm talking about weight ratio. Surya says yes, true. It can be 3 is to 10. Can be good. Okay, Chandan says it has to specify. Chandan, I'm asking you, if I don't specify intentionally, will you be able to identify the labels on your own? I understand your point. My thing is, I'm asking you if I don't specify the labels intentionally, which is what? Which can you use your common sense to identify what represents what? That's all I'm asking. Yes, no. Rohini, Rusa, Basa, please say something. Tejasri, Neha. Yes, sir. Okay, great. Now, yes, Miss also says yes. Okay, now, chalo. Now, if I ask you if the weight ratio between elephant and lion is 3 is to 10, can anybody tell me lion is represented by which number? Rohini says maybe. Okay, maybe. Sama says yes, sir. Okay. Now tell me which number might represent lion. Chandan says 3. Any other answers? Surya says 10. Now there are two answers. Oh, Prajwal tiebreaker. No, again tie. I need more answers, please. Now 2 is to 2. Okay, 3 is to 2 now. Okay, slightly 3 is on stand. Shama says 3, Rohini says 3. Oh, okay, now it is balanced. So we can clearly, by the law of democracy, we can say the victor is lion stands 3 parts. Weight of lion represented by 3 parts. Very good. And you are absolutely right. Others whoever said 10. Come on, guys, don't go with the order. I did not say respectively. If I say respectively, there's an order to it. And I have not told you respectively. And I have not told you respectively. Use your common sense. You know that lion is way smaller than an elephant. Way smaller than an elephant. Lion is way bigger than you, according to your mind. Okay. You are telling if a elephant is 300 kg, lion is 1000 kg. That's what your logic, Surya. If an elephant is 300 kg, the lion is 1000 kg. Please do not make that mistake. Why I took the example of elephant and lion and trying to compare the weight is, all of us know that elephant is a very large animal and lion is a very small animal. All I want you to understand, whether they give you 3 is to 10 or 10 is to 3, it does not matter in ratio. I know most of you have this habit of converting 3 is to 10 as 3 by 10, 10 is to 3 as 10 by 3, and trying to understand these two are separate entities. You will do all this nonsenses when they give you two numbers. What if they give you elephant is to lion is to cat? Elephant is to lion is to cat. And I write and I write some of the equation. I'm not writing in the order. I'm telling you prior. I'm not writing in the order. You understand the order. You tell me the what is the proper order. Uh, 5:1:12. 5:1:12. You tell me the order. You tell me the proper order. This is not written in the proper order. Now, if I give you three elements ratio, can we put like this 5/1/12? No, this is not possible, right? This is not possible, right? In a ratio, order does not matter. What you need to understand is if there is a larger number, if there is a larger number, it can only represent the larger quantity, and the smaller number can only represent a smaller quantity. Very good. The actual the order is supposed to be 12 is to C Surya, half Surya, Y Surya. Please, the larger number, the larger you have made it completely ulta. Surya, you are telling me that smaller number represents a larger quantity. I want you to understand larger number, only larger number can attribute a larger quantity, and smaller number can attribute a smaller quantity. Smaller number can attribute a smaller quantity, and rest of you are beautifully right. So please understand here the concept is larger number, larger number represents larger quantity. Smaller number, smaller number represents smaller quantity. Sir, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಕಲ್ತಿರೋ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೀಚ್ ಅಸ್ ದಿಸ್. Wait guys, wait. I'm mentioning this because I'm very sure I know my students. Eventually, you'll struggle to understand this when it comes to practical scenario. Let's take up an example. Okay, before taking up the example, I wanted to expand this. If velocity is inversely proportional to time when distance is constant, v1 by v2 is equal to t2 by t1. T2 by T1 because they are inversely proportional, right? Now let's take up. Now let's say in reality, V1. Let's consider V1 is the largest speed among V1 and V2. V1 is the largest speed among V1 and V2. And now you tell me about T1 and T2. If V1 is largest speed, among these two, which quantity is larger? Which quantity is larger? Among T1 and T2, which time taken is larger? Which time taken is larger? Given the data, there are two different velocity for my bike. One day I'll go at V1 and one day I'll go at V2. And I'm saying if I go at V1, Surya says T1. Why Surya? For every question you want to answer a completely opposite. If your speed is larger, time taken is smaller because they are inversely proportional. If your speed is smaller, you need more time to reach home. You need more time to reach home. This is larger. Now, if I put a velocity ratio, let's say 7 by 5. If I put a velocity ratio 7 by 5, let's see whether this logic holds good. I told you V1 is larger. So 7 represents a larger quantity. This 7 also represents T2. Is T2 larger quantity? Yes, T2 is larger quantity. Pi represents smaller velocity. and 5 also represents smaller time taken. Please understand, whether they give you 7 by 5 or 5 by 7, you should understand, you should immediately understand. If I say velocity ratio is 5 by 7, velocity ratio is 5 by 7, let's say I'll give you a different ratio. If I say velocity, same condition, same condition, same condition, I'll just tell you the ratio. I'll say velocity ratio is 8 is to 11. Tell me which number represents v1, which number represents v1. Velocity ratio is 8 by 11. Whether it is 8 is to 11 or 11 is to 8, literally it won't make any big difference. But you need to have common sense enough to understand what represents what. Tell me, if I give you velocity ratio as 8 is to 11, which number represents v1? Which number represents v1? Surya. Yes, Asha, Vash, Rohini, Prajwal, Sujan, great. Surya, expecting an answer. Very good, Surya. Now, can you also tell me, if distance is constant, these are almost equal, mostly equal. But I tell you, right, 8 by 11, 11 by 8, it's not a big difference. They are almost equal. Which number represents T1? Which number represents T1? Which number represents T1? Which number represents T1? Very good. Then I can head into the questions. You have understood. See, today the answers are much better than yesterday. At least 5-6 people are answering today. See how many answers for 8 and how many answers for 11. Thank you, guys. Please be like this all the time. Whenever I come to the class, I'll be able to teach you a lot. Trust me. Let's move on to the question now. Um, a kid a kid rides his bicycle. A kid rides his bicycle at 4 by 5 times of his usual speed, and reaches school 12 minutes late. 12 minutes late. Yes, Prajwal, yo, the symbol of peace. 12 minutes late. Find is usual time taken. Oh God, symbol of peace. It's been a long time. Find peace somewhere. I told you now, Chandan, the only mistake that we do is we don't understand larger number is represented by larger quantity is represented by larger number. Smaller quantity is represented by smaller number. Okay, I'll quickly head into the question. This is the first question. I don't expect you to like solve it on your own. Now, tell me what is the velocity ratio given. Tell me what is constant in this scenario first. First, tell me what is constant in this scenario. First, tell me what's the constant in this scenario. Sujan, I don't know what you mean by 12 minutes. Manoj, I don't know what you mean by 15 minutes. I've neither asked what is the time. Very good, Chandan. In this case, kid who goes to school every day from his home to school, it's the same distance. So distance is constant. So when distance is constant, v1 by v2 is equal to t1 by t2 by t1. Whatever velocity ratio they give, it is inversely equal to time ratio. You don't need to worry about whether inversely or directly. That does not matter. Now, just tell me what is the a speed ratio given in this question. What is the speed ratio given in this question? What is the speed ratio given in this question? Speed ratio given is 4 is to 5. What they are saying, when velocity distance is constant, speed ratio is nothing but the time ratio. Okay, inversely. Okay, you win. Sir, it's not 4 is to 5, it's 5 is to 4. I say there's no big difference. Don't worry about whether it's 4 is to 5 or 5 is to 4. That's not the matter. Now, can you tell me what's the difference in time in parts? I'm telling you, it does not matter. 5 is to 4, 4 is to 5. It absolutely does not matter. What is the difference in parts? What's the difference in parts? What's the time difference in number of parts? How many parts of time difference? What's the time difference in parts? Whether it's 4 is to 5 or 5 is to 4, the difference is same. How many parts difference? Parts. Parts will always be whole number. I don't need fractions. I told you don't consider fractions. That's why I have not written fractions there. I've intentionally, I could have expressed this as 4 by 5 and 5 by 4. I told you, right? You will have a lot of confusions. Don't express, all ratios can't be expressed in fractions. Surya, first tell me in parts, then we'll take it up in minutes. The ratio of time is 5 is to 4. That is 5 parts, T2 or T1, whatever, 5 parts, and another one is 4 parts. What's the difference in terms of number of parts? Difference in terms of number of parts. 5 parts and 4 parts. What's the difference? Very good, Rohini. The difference is one part. The difference is 5 minus 4 is one part. That one part time difference is also given in the question as how many minutes? How many minutes? One part is given as how many minutes? One part is given as how many minutes? Yes, Chandan. One part is given as 12 minutes. Now sit back and relax. Just to tell me, just to tell me, when does he take more time? Does he take more time today or usually? When does he take more time? Today or usually? Read the question and tell me when does he take more time? Today or usually? That's the question. When does he take more time? Chandan says today it takes more time compared to usually. Prajwal also says today it takes more time. You understand, if today it takes more time, usually it takes less time, right? That much common sense you have, right? Ha. Today it takes more time, usually it takes less time. Now, this is the ratio given. This is the ratio given. 5 is to 4 or 4 is to 5, it does not matter. Can you tell me which number represents usual time taken? Usual time taken is represented by how many parts? Usual time taken is represented by how many parts? Please keep this in mind. Today it takes more time, usually it takes less time. That common sense you need to understand. That if that is not there, all gone. Yes, Surya, congratulations. Prajwal, good. So usually today it takes more time, that is represented by 5 parts. Usually its time taken will be represented by 4 parts. And we know one part is 12 minutes. Can anybody tell me what is 4 parts? Can anybody tell me what's 4 parts? If one part is 12 minutes, can anybody tell me what's 4 parts? 48 minutes. That means usually it takes 48 minutes. Usually it takes 48 minutes. Today he has taken 5 parts, that is 60 minutes. And that's why today is 12 minutes late. And that's why today is 12 minutes late. Earlier, somebody gave me the answer as 60 minutes. They were not wrong. He was not wrong. Only problem is understanding which is large and which is small. You need to have that common sense. I'm stressing on that from the beginning because of this. Now I hope you have some clarity about this logic. Let's try to take up one more example and let's see. A man drives his car of 7 by 5 times of usual speed usual speed and office reaches office. Neha, some calculation mistake, please check. And uh, today you guys are such lovely kids. Thank you very much for being like this. Please be like this forever. I'm missing Rushabh Sanaki. Where is Sanaki? Give him a call. Where is he? Ask him to come back. I want to answer within 20 seconds, guys. You should not take much time. It's very simple. Find the part difference and understand which number represents usual time taken. You will get your answer immediately. What's the part difference? What's the ratio and what's the part difference? Ratio is very visible. What's the part difference? Very good, Prajwal. 2 parts. Others. What according to you is the part difference here? Tell me what's the value of one part then? What's the value of one part? Value. I'm asking for value. Very good, Rohini. Value of one part. Good, Neha. Value of one part. Good, Pratik. What's the value of one part? I know the part difference is 2 parts, and 2 parts is given as how many minutes? You check it out. And then what's the value of one part? You let me know. Yes, wonderful, Surya. By the question, two parts is given as 18 minutes. And then one part is very good. Five people answered at last. Wow, cute. One part is 9 minutes. Now you need to tell me, is usual time taken is represented by which number? It's either 7 or 5. It can't be anything else. It's either 7 or 5. It can't be anything else. Now, just to make the analysis of the question and try to understand, does it take more time today or more time usually? When does it take more time? And usual time taken will be represented by which number? Usual time will be represented by which number? Think about it. You will get the answer. Usually, huh, okay, according to Prajwal, usually it takes more time. Well, that's what I understand. Okay. Others analyze. Let me know what your opinion is. चलो, 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 हम चले, चले. Okay, Surya says the answer is usual time taken is 63 minutes. Okay, let's see what others got. Rohini also says usually it takes more time. Today is going faster, guys. Today, look at the speed. It's faster than usual. Today is going faster, so time taken would be obviously. Asha came up with 45 minutes. Hmm. Today is going very fast, faster than usually. Like today's speed is 7 by 5 times. So today it takes less time. Usually it takes more time. And usually it takes more time. That means more time will be represented by, according to my common sense, among 7 and 5, more time will be represented by 7. That's my common sense. Like elephant is represented by 7, right? If elephant and lion is there, elephant should be represented by 7 and lion should be represented by 5. Something like that. Okay. So usual time taken is represented by 7 parts, and one part is 9 minutes. So 7 parts is 7 into 9, 63 minutes. So usually it takes 63 minutes, and today he has taken 45 minutes. And hence today is early, right? 18 minutes early. I hope you are understanding the logic behind it. Look, I'm showing you the short to understand a little bit about ratios. Look, 7 is to 5, 7 by 5. You need to be very sure how it works. Are we clear? Do you need one more question like this? Can I move on to the actual topic of the day? Okay. There is much complicated questions than this in this particular logic. I've not done a complicated question, but then if you need one more question, I'll go with a complicated question. You need one more, or you need races? Option one, option two. Choose quickly. Okay. Races. So far, we dealt with a condition where distance is constant and velocity is inversely proportional to time. That is so far. In races, what happens is, in races, what happens is, time is kept as constant. Time is kept as constant, and velocity is directly proportional to distance. So, if velocity is directly proportional to distance, you can, I think, you can easily relate v1 by v2 is equal to d1 by d2 only if time is kept as constant. v1 by v2 is equal to d1 by d2. Again, we will be dealing with ratios only. And that's why I did all the questions that is related to ratios in time, speed, and distance. I wanted to explain ratios directly, but that will be a complete out of scope topic. But everything that is in time, speed, and distance, and as a lot of ratios I've done today. Okay, now I'll be dealing with ratios considering this. Now let's see how will you be able to answer. I'll ask you a very simple question. I need an answer within 10 seconds. Try. Good guys, good, very good. See how many people are answering. Wow. Wish. Uh, where I say? Yeah. In an 100-meter race, A beats A beats B. Beats means don't take an hockey stick or a cricket bat and try to beat up B. Not, I know. I'm also from Mandia. I've been to Shravan Belgoda for a lot of times. I've been in your particular college for over 6 months. I think even I think at least five of your lecturers are my classmates. Huh. I know everything about you guys. A beats B by A beats B by A beats B by 25 meter and B beats C by 4 meter. By how many meters? By how many meters? A beat C. That's the question. It's a very basic and simple question of races. In a 100-meter race, A beats B by 25 meter and B beats C by 4 meter. By how many meters A beats C? Is the question. Oh, Chandan is always fast now. There's Rishabh nowhere, but now Chandan is taking up the place. Okay, 29 meter Chandan. Good Chandan. Others, simple question, guys. Rishabh, oh, one more Rishabh came up. Yes, Rishabh. Good. Prajwal. Great. Hmm. Surya. Great. Wow. All boys class. All boys power here. Asha. Pratik. One Muru. Muraru. Six answers so far. All boys. All boys. All boys. Assam. Now there's one weird guy giving an answer of 28 meter. Huh? Wow. Weird is weird is good. Any other weird answers, guys? Nobody gave me an answer of 21 though. Huh. Is there anybody though? Let's see. So Ines. in a race. Okay, before I give you my answer, or before I ask anybody to explain yourself, I'll explain how races work. Okay, in races, there are only two reference points where we start measure. We measure with respect to only two reference points. Can you tell me what are those reference points? What are those reference points? Very good, Chandan. 0 and 100. Good, Arsha. Very good. Starting and ending. Start line, mostly in races, we call it as start line and end line. Good. Start and end. Very good. Good, guys. Very good. Now, I want you to explain me what do you mean by A beats B by 25 meter. What's the meaning of that? What's the meaning of A beats B by 25 meter? What do you mean by A beats B by 25 meter? That's the one thing that you should definitely understand. Let me know what's your opinion. Yeah. Okay, Rushabh. Yeah, uh, you just like replaced one word, win by beat, and you gave me answer. Okay, what do you mean by A wins by 25-meter distance? Now, Rushabh. Yeah. Now, Prajwal, uh, sense ही नहीं है. Like, I don't understand that, because if you want to say fast, you are talking about speed, but you're talking about speed and mentioning quantity, which is a distance. A is 25-meter fast. That does not make sense. A is 25 kilometer per hour faster. That makes sense. A is 25-meter per second faster. That again makes sense. But A is 25-meter fast. That is very vague, because we can't so. Mohammed Asam has put up a ratio. But explain that ratio, Mohammed. I think Surya has done some explanation, and Chandan also has given some explanation. Distance between A and B is 25 meter. Right, Chandan? Distance between A and B is 25 meter. That's absolutely right. Now, the question is, this is A, this is B. Distance होता है 25 meter. First scenario. Second scenario. This is A, this is B. Distance होता है 25 meter. Second scenario. This is A, this is B, 25 meter. Third scenario. Which scenario is which scenario is right? Scenario 1, 2, or 3? Which scenario according to you is right? Chandan. Mohammed is a good answer. But let's wait. Maybe 2 or 3. Not definitely the first one. Okay. Others. Prasham say, oh, scenario 3 is right. Others. Mirza also says scenario 3 is right. Asha says scenario 2 is right. When did Asha or others, whoever is it, when do you think they break apart this 25 meter? Suddenly, all of a sudden, in an instant. Okay. The answer, guys. Of course, you have guessed it very good. This one is definitely wrong. What? We will be eating popcorn till air runs 25 meter. No, no, no. That's not right. Yeah, this is definitely wrong. This is also wrong. When will they separate? That is also wrong. And absolutely, this is also wrong. None of it is right. None of it is right. None of this. Look, all of this says that A is 25 meter ahead of B. But A has not beaten B in any of these scenarios. Look, when can A beat B? When can A beat B? When is that possible? When can A beat B? None of this is right. One, two, or three. All the scenarios are idiotic. Now tell me, when can A beat B? When can A beat B? When is that possible? Exactly, Prashams. When A finishes the race, he has the ability to say he won over the other people. If A is not in the finish line, he has not yet won the race. So you can't consider that as A has already beaten B. A can beat B only if A is already at finish line. You know the meaning of A beats B? When A reaches finish line, B is 25 meter behind. Behind what? Don't say A again. Look, we don't take a tape and start measuring in between two or three people. That's not possible in a race. We have only two reference points: a start line and a finish line. The meaning of A beats B by 25 meters is when A reaches the finish line, B is 25 meter behind the finish line. Behind the finish line. That is the meaning. A beats B by 25 meters. This is the meaning. Okay. Now let's worry about the other statement. B beats C by 4 meter. B beats C by 4 meter. Can I write the diagram like this? Again, I'm giving you two options. Option one, option two. You tell me which one is the correct one. B beats C by 4 meter. You tell me which one is the correct one. Now I think we should be able to conclude answer is definitely not 29 meter. Earlier, your answer of 29 meter is only possible if this case is true. If this case is true, right? So definitely the answer is not 29 meter. It should be something else. It should be something else. Now let's try to understand what the answer is actually. Now let's try to understand what the answer is actually and how we can come up with that answer. Okay, this scenario is wrong, so I'll rub it off. Okay. Now A beat B by 25 meter means this is what it means. B beat C by 4 meter means this is what it means. Surya now came up with 21 meter. Wait, Surya, wait, I'll explain. Try to understand what I explain. Look, my understanding or common sense says A, B, and C all will start at the same time. A, B, and C all will start at the same time. Let's say after 10 seconds, Usain Bolt's record is 9 point something. Let's say after 10 seconds, A finishes. In that 10 seconds, can you tell me what's the distance traveled by A? What's the distance traveled by A? Let's say after 10 seconds, A finishes. In that 10 seconds, for A to win the race, what is the distance traveled? DA. I'm going to compare that DA, keeping time constant. I'm going to compare that DA with DB. A has run very good. A has run 100 meter. A has run 100 meter. Can you tell me in the same 10 seconds? Can you tell me in the same 10 seconds? Yes, Bharatesh, very good. Can you can you tell me in the same 10 seconds? B has run how much? Compared to A, A has run 100 meter in the same 10 seconds. How much B has run? Very good, Neha. Very good, Chandan. B has run. Others, I know I took a lot of theory. Come back, come back. Now it's all questions. Yes, Mohammad Hassan. Thank you. I'm sorry, I was not trying to ignore you, but I was trying to make others also understand. Get up to the pace, right? If A runs 100 meter, B runs 75 meter at the same time. Can we reduce this? Yes, we can reduce this and write the ratio as 4 is to 3. That means for every 4 meter A runs, B only runs 3 meter. The distance between them gradually increases. If A runs 4 meter, B runs 3 meter. If A runs 4 plus 4, if A runs 4 plus 4, how much will B run? Tell me, how much will B run? If A runs 4 plus 4, 8 meters, how much will B run? If you understand that much, you are understanding fraction. If A runs 4 plus 4 meter, B runs how much? Good Arsha, good Chandan, good Bhartesh, good Sharma. B runs 3 plus 3, 6 meters. If A runs 40 meters, B runs 30 meters. If A runs 80 meters, B runs 60 meter. If A runs 100 meter, B runs 75 meter. That's what given in the question. That's what given in the question. The distance gradually increases because they have different speeds. Anyways, to answer this question, this is completely useless. I was just explaining it so that you understand the concept, how this ratio works. Now, I want you to put the ratio dB and dC. You tell me what's the ratio between dB and dC. When B finishes the race, let's say A finishes after 10 seconds, let's say B finishes after 15 seconds, whatever. In that 15 seconds, B has run how much and C has run how much in the same time? What's the dB by dC ratio? Very good, Bharatesh. Very good, Bharatesh. Others? Others can condense and give the answer. Yes, the answer is 100 by 96. Can you condense this a bit? Yes, right. 100 is to 96. Can you condense this a bit? Condense. Or simplify. Or reduce. Yeah. Chandan, please don't write the ratios in terms of decimals. Ratios are already complicated enough. Condense, you will understand. You can condense. Eliminate the common factors. HCF, highest common factor. In this case, highest common factor is 4. I've given you this much hint. Tell me what's the reduced form. फोर पे डिवाइड होता है बोथ. Sometimes you guys make me wait a long time. Still no answer. 100 by 96 condense. ಮಾಡ್ರೋ ಬೇಗ. ಹುಡುಕ ಬತ್ತೀನಿ ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಕ ಬತ್ತೀನಿ. ಬೆಳಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು ನಾಳೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಾಳೆನ ಭಾನುವಾರ ಯಾವತ್ತು? ಎಷ್ಟು ಚನ್ನರಾಯಪಟ್ಟಣದಿಂದ 6 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ 7 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಬಿಕ್ಕ ಬಂದು ಹೊಡಿತೀನಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹಾ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. ನವೀನ್. 25 by 24. Asha, how? 425 za. 416 za. 24 za. 25 by 24. Do you know what's the meaning of this? Do you know what's the meaning of this? If A runs 100 meter, C no. If B runs 100 meter, C runs 96 meter. That's right. You can also read it as if B runs 25 meter. If B runs 25 meter, C runs 24 meter. C runs 24 meter. If B runs 50 meters, if B runs 50 meters, can you tell me how much C runs? If B runs 50 meter, can you tell me how much C runs? If B runs 50 meters, how much will C run? 48 meter. Very good. Very good. If B runs 75 meter, how much will C run? Okay, Asha, no problem. If B runs 75 meter, how much will C run? If B runs 75 meter. If B runs 75 meter, C runs, yeah, 50 and 48, right? 50 and 48, right? Now 75. If B runs 75 meter, C runs 72 meter. Now we have already found out the answer. I'll tell you what we are supposed to find out. Now let's. The question is A beat B C by how many meter? Okay. Now can anybody tell me when for A to beat anybody, either B or C, A had to minimum run 100 meter. A had to run 100 meter. When A runs 100 meter, when A runs 100 meter, how much B has run? How much B has run? When A has run 100 meter, how much B has run? If A runs 100 meter, how much B has run in the same time? Correct, Chandan. B has run 75 meter. Hey Asha, if A and B runs the same amount, they'll reach the finish line at same time, right? How will A will beat B? Huh. So when A has run 100 meter, B has run 75 meter. When B has run 75 meter, how much C has run? When B has run 75 meter, how much C has run? How much C has run? When A runs 100 meter, in the same time B runs 75 meter. In the same time B runs 75 meter, C runs how many meters? Then answer is 72. Asha came up with 71. From there, we have already discussed. Prajwal also came up with 71. Guys, look at this. Look at this ratio. When B runs 25 meters, C runs 24 meter. If you make it into 3, when B runs 75 meter, C also runs 24 into 3. What is 24 into 3? 72 meter. 72 meters. So the answer is this. When A runs 100 meter, B runs 75 meter. So A beat B by 25 meter. When B runs 75 meter, C runs 72 meter. That means when A is at finish line, so when A is at finish line, C is at 72 meter. So A beat C by 28 meter. And Mohammad Assam was right. And Mohammad Assam was right. I hope you understood this. You just need to put the ratios dA by dB, dB by dC. You just need to multiply this by 3, you will get your answer. Yes, Pratik. A beat B by 28 meter. Prajwal and Asha, if you're still getting confused, let's take up one more question. I'll show you. I want to do two more questions and I have only 15 minutes time. Not even 15 minutes time. I have 10 minutes time. Can you be a little more quick? Yeah, I took a lot of time to explain this question because concept is like that. This question, you do it and you do it quickly. In a 1,000 meter race, A beat B, A beat B by 100 meter. B beat B beat C by 150 meter. Find find by how many meter? How many meter? A beat C. You do. ಒಬ್ಬ ಚಂದನ್ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಕೇಳಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ರಾಮಂಗು ಸೀತೆಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ದೆ. ಯಾರಿಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತ ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತು. ರಾತ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಗ. ಅಂತದೇನಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಹ್ಮ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮು ನಾನೇ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೌ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ. Good. Well done, Pratik. Mohammad Azam. Well done, Mirza. Wow, now I'm really happy. At least two people. I thought this would be the probably the most difficult question for today. No, this is not. This is getting better and better. Very good, Chandan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah. Look, I'll do two steps. After that, you tell me one or zero. You understood or not understood. You want me to explain or not explain? I'll just write two steps. Okay. You need to tell me whether you understood this. One, if you have understood this, can go to the next question. One, understood, understood. Next, two, explain, sir. You put the option there. You put the option there. I can do accordingly. Quick. I have only 5 6 minutes. If possible, I would like to do two more questions. Uh-huh. Quick. वन तीन लोग वन 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 लिखे चार पांच ओके आई नीड अनदर थ्री फोर वन 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 पांच चंदन रोहिणी Bhartesh understood Navin understood okay चलो हम चल सकते हैं don't be fools I'm just twisting the question okay please be very careful just because I've twisted the question does not mean you should be like very worried about it or make stupid mistakes don't make stupid mistakes I know you will make stupid mistakes that's why I'm worried in a 1,000 meter race good in a 1,000 meter race A beats B by 36 meter or by 9 seconds. Simple question, very easy question. Just do it. Okay, now the only thing that I'm introducing you here in this question is this part. What's the meaning? We have already understood in the previous question the meaning of A beat B. A beat B by 36 meter. A beat B by 36 meter means when A reaches the finish line, B still had to run 36 meter. A beat B by 9 seconds also has a similar meaning. But this is time and that is distance. So what happens is, okay, only one person gave the answer. What about the rest? Mamad, Pratik, Rishabh, Asa, Choo. I had a call out names. Huh? Huh. No, they're still tied. Let them tie. In a 1,000 meter race, A beats B by 36 meter. That part you are already clear with, I'm sure. When A reaches finish line, B is still 36 meter behind. Or in other words, B is still 9 seconds behind. That means B will still take 9 seconds more to reach finish line. Yeah, B had to run 36 meter, that's secondary, but B will still take 9 seconds more to finish the race. So that's the meaning. So this much is the concept part. You tell me the answer part. I'll wait. Chandan has given 4 minutes 10 seconds. Okay, he has converted into minutes. Good. Others only one answer. That's very disappointing. Boom, 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 boom. See, हर दिन आंसर के लिए वेट करते हम. Good God, water is a blessing. After shouting for all this time. What, did you guys run away already? Are you there? Okay, if you are not getting the answer, okay, tell me, are you there? Sir, we usually run away at 6:45 only. You only don't notice. Yesterday also you guys ran away. Guys, say one if you are there. You are not there. Okay, chalo. Then 4.14 meter per second. Okay, Chandan is there. Nissa gave an answer at least. Both of them are there. Okay, Shama is there. Okay, you did not run away. You are still here. Thank goodness. I was waiting for the answer. Ah, chalo. Now let's say. Thank goodness you are here. Okay, now by looking at this, we will be able to understand speed of B. Look, B runs this last 36 meter. B runs this last 36 meter. In what time? B runs this last 36 meter. In what time? How much time? In 9 seconds. B runs this last 36 meter in 9 seconds. B runs this last 36 meter in 9 seconds. Hey, Asha, 9 minutes కాదు 9 seconds. Asha, cheat this. 9 seconds. BB is equal to speed of B. I'm stressing again. Speed of B is 4 meter per second. He runs at 4 meter every second. Who runs at 4 meter every second? Who runs at 4 meter every second? B runs at 4 meter every second. Okay. Can anybody tell me what's the time taken by B to run 1000 meter? If he runs 4 meter every seconds, how many seconds will he take? How many seconds will he take to run 1000 meter? So 1000 by 4 will give you 250 seconds. And isn't Chandan, your answer is also 250 seconds? 4 minutes 10 seconds. Look, please, guys, aptitude is not tough, but aptitude questions are made to fool you. Aptitude 4000 seconds. 4000 seconds. Surya, 1000 by 4. Aptitude questions are not tough. It is made to fool you. Look, this is the time taken by B. This is the time taken by B. But the question is, what's the time taken by A? Yes, very good. It is minus 9, 241 seconds. Because A beats B by 9 seconds. A reaches finish line 9 seconds before B reaches. So time taken by A is 241 seconds. By calculation and all, please, it's not that tough. But aptitude questions are intentionally made to fool you. I know if option 250 and 241 both are there, you might have chosen 250. It's not because you don't know how to solve it. It's because you are too fast and like running with something. Please don't do these silly mistakes. I warned you before the question itself. But again, You understand, right? Okay. Thanks for attending today's session. I had a really nice time compared to yesterday. This was far better experience. Like this is awesome experience. Thank you guys for interacting with me. I hope you enjoyed a lot and you learned a lot. Please let me know how you felt about today's session in the chat box. I'll be glad to read it. Whatever you want to say, you felt, how you felt. Please don't say thank you, good evening. Other than that, if you had to say something else, how you felt about today's session? Did I go very fast? Did I go very slow? Did you enjoy? Did you learn things? How you, whatever you have felt, please please enter that in the chat box. I would like to read it. And as per me, this would be the end of the session. Take care. Take care. Hope we will get to meet again. Hope we will get to meet again. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Yeah, what's there left? Thank you, Chandan. Huh. Bye, Mirza. Thank you, Pratik. Huh. There's an Ajinkya somewhere here who's answering in the YouTube. Huh? Aha. Peace, Prajwal. Peace out. Peace out, Surya. I hope you guys don't know the meaning of that.